think this looks good. We're a bit on the shadow side now, so I think once the sun comes around a bit, or the light, it's a bit overcast, then this should get a bit brighter. Yeah, because this side's really bright. Ooh, it's cool this way as well. This side has the view. So I guess we're gambling on that the sun is going to come around in time. I can see it actually through the clouds, it's there. So like, 12:30, so it's not going to get any higher. It's meant to rain soon as well. Just try. Just try. Just try.
Okay.
This is Horvath.
Yeah, hi.
He's in the office down the hall from
Down the road?
Yeah, down the road.
Yeah.
And I always ask him everything, basically.
Okay.
Because you seem like you read a lot and you seem very good at understanding conceptual ideas. Like when I don't have the idea fully formed. In lots of different areas, I'd say, in these videos that I have.
Yeah.
Also in like the paintings or like my weird little hustle ideas or anything. I feel like I can come to you with just a seed and you're quite easy to latch on to what I'm talking about, which is quite rare, actually.
Yeah, okay.
Because some people I'd say like an idea to, and they'll just look at me blankly like, does it have a website or something? You're like, no. Before the website.
We're just on the idea stage. Yeah.
Need Horvath. Horvath would understand.
Yeah, thank you. This is going to be interesting to comment on your process. I don't know. I saw Instagram reel or something with where David Lynch is interviewed, or he's a character in a movie, and he says that the horizon needs either to be on the bottom or the top.
Yeah.
Or else it's super boring.
Yeah. If the horizon sits on the middle line,
yeah,
it's remarkable how bad it. Well, for me, it seems to always go bad.
Yeah.
Like that.
It's interesting because of course here it lands sort of the bottom third.
Yeah. Like those rule of thirds, like that does help. If it lands on the horizon, I mean, you've got to have stuff above it, not just an empty sky of white. Hi. You probably could.
No, but also the main character, the tree here, is sort of a bit to the right of the center.
Yeah.
Is that the same thinking?
I have done them just straight up in the center before, a tree. It does work. It becomes very obviously a painting about that tree is what I feel, rather than a painting of the landscape that happens to have a tree in it.
Yeah.
So for some reason, I'm just really reluctant to put the tree in the middle.
Yeah. Yeah, I would think it makes it a bit more like dynamic, that it's a bit skewed onto the left. It could even be a bit more in this and still work.
Yeah, I agree. This whole composition, I'd say this whole painting I was very uncomfortable with it right from the start.
Oh, why?
Probably actually all the paintings I do, I'm probably very uncomfortable with. I wouldn't do it at all.
Okay.
Because I want that like rush of like, I'm almost scared that I've invested, particularly if I'm filming it, then I'm really invested quite a lot of time.
Yeah.
And energy getting all my stuff up there and setting everything up. And then I'd already like filmed me biking, which is like, I'd had other shots as well, which means I have to bike and then I have to get off my bike and then I have to put the camera up and then I have to bike back down the hill, bike back up the hill, run over, check the camera if I was in the center. Usually I'm not, then I have to bike back down the hill, bike up. It just takes so long. So I leave home at 7 in the morning and by the time I'm painting, it's like 11:30.
Yeah.
So I invested heaps. I was thinking I'm going to do this painting.
Yeah, but so you mixed the colors before you arrive at the mountain?
Nah, I
No,
don't
no.
mix them. I don't even mix them before the painting. I mean, I mix them constantly.
Oh.
I don't have any like, unless there's one big thing of color, like for the tree,
Yeah.
that underpainting part of the tree, where it's all one color.
Yeah.
Then I mixed it a little bit with my palette knife. But otherwise, I don't really mix anything. I just do everything as I go.
Oh.
It wastes lots of time.
What wastes lots of time?
Mixing, because mixing takes quite a lot of time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
When I edit the video, I can actually see, because I've cut out all the mixing.
Yeah, because I went to this oil painting class, and we used the whole first day almost
Yeah.
just mixing the colors. But then it was quite easy just to continue because you had your colors, so it was just more about dabbing them on the right place, obviously. But I was thinking, so, but that makes it harder to match up, or isn't that a problem here since it's all more or less green?
Once you get used to it, you can get quite fast at like matching a color, like being scared of not being able to get to the color.
Yeah.
That's not an issue.
Okay.
You can get to it. I can get to it relatively easy. Like it would almost never take longer than 2 minutes to get to a color.
Okay.
I remember when I was younger that you'd be scared. You'd go, oh God, I'd put my paints in the fridge, in the freezer.
Yeah.
So I could preserve this color. Like, oh God, if I don't go back to it soon, I'm not going to be able to use that paint and I'll never get that color again. But I think it's also because I'm just not sure what color it is, ever. Even like when I'm getting closer to the end, the environment's still changing.
But do you have like a limited palette of the different colors you're mixing, or is it just whatever you have in your bag?
It's quite a lot of colors on my palette, and quite a lot of colors you wouldn't expect. No greens.
No greens.
No. So just yellows and blues. I'm really particular about my greens. So I want to know what's in them.
Oh.
So I just prefer to mix them myself, so I can make sure the green's how I want it. Like I have this little like case of my paints that rolls up. So I've been using the same reds all year just because they haven't run out. But how they got in there was I think it was just happenstance. I don't think the colors are important as lots of people say.
But wouldn't the quality of the pigment be important?
That's important. Also, some of them are quite the consistency of the paint itself.
Okay.
Some of them are quite not watery, like oily.
Yeah.
And some are quite thick. Old Holland has really thick paints.
Okay.
Which can be nice because then you can get a texture and stuff's not sliding everywhere. But you can also, I mean, if you've got a thick paint, then you can oil it down yourself.
Yeah.
Or you can choose what medium you want to put into it. Or you could put some alkyd medium to make it dry quick, or mix it with turpentine if you want it to be thinner.
Yeah.
But if you've sort of settled on one that's already sort of quite runny out of the tube,
yeah,
then you've got to make it even more runny when you're going to put your own additives into it.
Yeah.
To sort of get some other qualities. So I prefer the one that is thicker. That Old Holland, but it's really expensive.
Okay.
So then you have to do I really need this color to be the thick one? Especially some of the colors become really expensive the last few years.
Is this, I noticed this is the same brush all the way?
Yeah. The thing is, I think a lot of the good painters use a lot of brushes.
Okay.
And I was painting in Sweden like 2 years. They had like a gathering for all the Nordic plein air painters.
Yeah.
Like all 12 of us. I'm not kidding. It was the only ones I knew about. And everyone was there. And it was just 12 of us. And I was like, yeah, hey, I haven't heard of any others. And then one girl that I'd always wanted to meet. We'd been painting all day. And we're like, yes, now we're going to go back and have dinner and it's going to be fun. We're going to have a barbecue. And she's like, I just got to wash my brushes. It was like an hour. She had to use like 40 brushes.
Okay. This is interesting because I found, at least in drawing and in digital drawing particularly, that limiting your brushes are like super important
Oh.
in getting not like the super glossy kind of realistic stuff, but the more illustration based stuff.
Yeah.
You need to sort of limit your brushes. Don't use 10, 15, use like 3.
Yeah, okay.
That it sort of makes at least for digital, it makes it more organic or more real in a way.
Yeah.
And also limit your brush sizes.
Yeah.
So that you use like as few brush sizes as possible. And I've done that more and more the last few years in limiting, like using three different brushes and only like perhaps 2 settings on the size.
I think that makes sense. That would give like all the brushwork, like make it harmonious with each other.
Yeah.
Because all the brushwork would look in the same world.
Yeah. So it keeps it more, it keeps it way more together sort of than if you have the whole arsenal of weird stuff you can put on.
Yeah.
Because then you're starting to noodle about everything and you can use this super special for this, and then it's I at least found it better to have very few options, so you have to make do with whatever you decide to start on.
Yeah. I've seen it done I mean, you would have as well. But I often see other people do it so well with so many master classes in brushwork on one painting.
Yeah.
Different styles of brushwork. And I always feel guilty that I'm always like trying to get away with just using my one brush just so I don't have to clean it anymore. I'm like, it'll take a bit longer, but I'll just try and cover this big area in with this little brush.
Yeah. Yeah, but I found that in physically, in like analog drawing, if you use, because then you most often just have your pencil or your pen or your watercolors or whatever, and that makes it like one coherent type of illustration. If you mix up too much stuff, it sort of conks out each other.
Kind of never thought of it. I always assumed it was one of my bad habits, actually. Not changing brushes. Because like using this brush, like I could, even when I'm watching this video now, I'm thinking I could have done this so much faster if I'd just done the tree as one big blob and then just come back the next day and like painted the sky in. Like instead of painting everything in perfectly and then thinking, I've got to make it a bit tidy so I can get around it with the white and not smudge all the sky in, because everything will be wet.
Yeah, but what made you stick with this one throughout this piece?
Because it doesn't even cross my mind that I should pick up another brush. It's already in my hand.
Yeah. But you have obviously several other brushes with you.
I got like probably about 90 brushes with me.
Yeah. So then you picked out the light brownish red one and then stuck with that one.
No, I picked out the newest one. I just like new brushes just because they're sharp still. And then I don't want to throw away the other ones because they all cost money.
Yeah.
So I just buy a new one and then keep the other ones just in case.
Yeah, but you told me one time, I think it's a few years ago, you told me that you used like lots of bad quality brushes. Like the pig's hair brushes.
Oh no, these are synthetic, they're even worse. But it's because it's like fast fashion. If I have expensive brushes, then I can't have new ones.
So it's designed by laziness.
I just want the newest brush. Like if ideally, if I won lotto, every single painting I'd start with a brand new brush where I'd take that little like plastic protector bit off the top and it would still have the glue in it, so it's still hard and spiky.
Yeah. Because obviously some tools you can get attached to, and I would reckon in painting that brushes could be one thing that you would like nerd hardcore into, but it seems like you're not one of those guys, except for your fetish for new brushes. Like some 10 years ago, I bought the Winsor & Newton 7 series watercolor brush, or like that's the inking Rolls Royce kind of thing.
Okay.
It cost like 700 kroners for this small. And then I painted quite a lot with like inks that not the regular inks, but the inks that have shellac, like the lacquer kind of things.
Yeah.
I did paintings with that, but I did notice that brush was way better. I don't know if it was 700 kroners better, but it was way better than many of the other brushes I had used. So
what's it made out of? Like unicorn hair or something? The hair of a virgin.
No, but it's organic. It's real like fur. So it has a different kind of, because the synthetic ones are stiffer in a way.
Yeah.
But this one was way smoother, and it sort of sucked up way more ink than the other ones. So it has something, I guess. And I think it's that the organic hair has like nubs on it. They're not like smooth like the plastic ones. They're all smooth, so it sucks up way more like liquid.
Yeah.
Because it sticks in all the small furrows inside or on the hair.
Do you know what we should do?
No.
I have an idea.
Okay.
We should go and ask all the good artists that people look up to, and we'll make brushes out of their hair. And like you can get even more like limited edition and expensive if you make out like their back hair, or their ear hair, their nose hair.
There's
like
pubic hair.
Pubic hair. Like the nose hair, it would take a lifetime to collect in that. So you'd have like the only Sergeant nose hair brush.
The perfect nose hair brush. I don't think that human hair is as good as. I think it's a reason why there's like fox hair, or I don't know, squirrel. There are these specific species that have been used for brushes, and I think it's a reason. They know which species of animals have sort of the best coating, or
but
real artists.
if we make it expensive, no one would dare to actually try it, because they'll be like, I'm not going to use this Sergeant nose hair brush. So, also, you can use what's it called, like herbal essences, shampoo and conditioner first.
So artists should actually start saving their lashes and nose hairs in a little bag.
Yeah, I think I can make the brush company and you work with them all.
Yeah, and you can start a business that sounds like I'm 68, I believe. Maybe I have 10 something years, but I want to have like a memorial brush. And then you have the brushes with the casket, and then you have Nick's nose hairs, Nick's pubic hairs, Nick's ear hairs, Nick's eyebrow hairs, and then you have the brushes.
You're thinking when they die. I was thinking when they're still alive. So they'd sell me the stuff.
Yeah, you have to start when you're alive, but it's of course when you die, the price of it. If you just have one brush with nose hairs, it has to be unused.
When you die, then you can make the shaft of the brush with like the bones.
Yeah, right. So you make the shaft, and then you have collected the nose hairs throughout life.
Yeah.
And then there's the brush.
And then teeth. It has to be something with the teeth, because that'd just be the coolest parts.
Oh no, but you grind the teeth and you use it as like a pigment.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, you're doing the podcast.
I probably done.
I don't think this will be part of the podcast.
I think we'll
Hopefully.
Take it up that conversation.
No, we have.
We talked about. Oh fuck! You took it up now.
Yeah.